ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I decided to post my video uh, after some hours of the meeting of, Federal Reserve in the United States. They decided on many things, but it was not according to many people's expectations. And again, dollar became weaker, but for a short term, I guess it is getting stronger because they don't have any other choices. They have to increase the rates to battle the inflation in the United States. But at the moment of speaking, I just want to tell you about my opinion, my analysis on uh, the technical analysis and what is going to happen during London session and New York session. All right, so we could see that yesterday and after the Federal Reserve's meeting, something like this happened, and I told you about NASDAQ. I told you we have a trend line which is bearish. At the moment of speaking, you can see we have a kind of bullish trend, and what I myself think, I don't want to do anything right now. It's time frame 1 hour, as you can see, and I wait to see that this zone can act as resistance or support, because in either case it's the strong one. All right, so but if we have pullback for today, if we have breakout and pullback, so we can go for buy, and we can go for the next target. The target would be here. First target would be this zone between 14,000 to 14,200. Okay, this is the first zone. We might see some reactions, and we should wait to see that we can have breakout of this zone again or not. And the next zone we might see is this zone. So we might have a kind of bullish trend, and we might have trading range for some days between these two lines, for market makers to see what will happen. But at the moment of speaking, I just wait for the breakout. I don't do anything right now. All right, and next one is US30 or Dow Jones. And for Dow Jones, we had the same, the markets acted the same last night. For Dow Jones, as you can see, it is still between these two zones, okay? And it hasn't been able to break out, but we might see the breakout because these two candles are so strong for last night, and we might see some reactions to this line. And the next zone would be very important for us is first this zone. We might have some reactions here, okay, and after that 35,000, which is a round number, and I told you round numbers always act as support or resistance, but draw this on your charts to have clear overview of the market. All right, and the next item would be gold. Okay, gold made many gold traders last night happy, and they opened buy position, and they had a great time. All right, well, as you can see for gold, I told you before that we are in something like a wedge, okay, extending wedge. And at the moment of speaking, you can see the zone I have drawn before acted as a resistance. So this zone is very important, 1900. So if it can break this zone, the next zone would be this one, 1919 or 1920. Well, and the next zone would be this line, okay? That I might see that improbable for today we have this amount of change in price of gold. But what I think would be maybe breakout of this zone and having some, trading range between these two lines. That's what I think, but you could go according to your analysis and what you think. All right, the next one is Bitcoin. And you could see again for Bitcoin and gold did the same. These four markets I'm analyzing did the same because they all, stand against currency dollar. So they became stronger last night. But what I think is for some days, it doesn't take long. But for Bitcoin, as you can see, I told you before, we are still in a downtrend, okay? Uptrend hasn't started yet, okay? And you can see that, Bitcoin had reaction to this zone. And maybe the next zone would be this one. And, at the same time, this zone is a very, very strong, supply zone, because at the same time we have kind of, downtrend and channel at the same time. And if we have breakout of this zone, we might have breakout of this zone also, and we could go for uptrend. But I think it's improbable at the moment of speaking, and I guess it's not getting that much, strong like before. But the first zone you have reaction, and we had reaction last night, was this zone, which was about 40,000 and 41 or 42 between these two zones. It's very strong, and Bitcoin has a very, very difficult job to pass these, resistance and go for 43K. And at the same time, so if it has downtrend, we can see it can have downtrend up to the midline of the channel and this zone that I have drawn before, and you know that better than me because you have watched previous videos. All right, that's it all, everybody. I hope you have a profitable day, and I hope you enjoyed this one. At the same time, okay, I might, tell you that you used the yesterday, analysis that I analyzed Canadian dollar and New Zealand dollar, and you see 1% profit, and it was so nice. Okay, if I were you, I would subscribe and turn the bell on, because I sometimes post these kind of analysis that could be very profitable for you. Have a great time.